It is the image that has officially broken the football world. Cristiano Ronaldo, 41 years old, walking off a World Cup pitch for the absolute last time, with tears streaming down his face. Portugal has just been dumped out of the 2026 FIFA World Cup round of 16 by Spain. A gut-wrenching stoppage-time winner by Mikel Merino crushed a nation's dream. But as the dust settles in Dallas, a ferocious debate is tearing the sports world apart. Was Portugal's failure an unavoidable tragedy, or did Roberto Martinez's stubborn insistence on starting a 41-year-old icon completely sabotage one of the most talented squads on the planet? Critics are laying the blame entirely at Ronaldo's feet, calling his final tournament a tactical nightmare. Today, we analyze the devastating data, the tactical paralysis, and the harsh truth behind Cristiano Ronaldo's World Cup exit. To understand how Portugal lost this game, you have to look at the staggering tactical limitations forced upon them. In modern high-pressing football, your striker is your first line of defense. But at 41, Cristiano Ronaldo simply cannot press for 90 minutes anymore. Against a midfield powerhouse like Spain, led by an absolute titan in Rodri, Portugal was completely overrun. While Rodri controlled the universe with 106 touches and 87 accurate passes, Ronaldo was a complete ghost. Look at this horrific statistic from ESPN. Cristiano Ronaldo had just 19 touches during the entire match against Spain. 19! That is the second fewest touches he has ever recorded in a World Cup match that he started. Because Ronaldo has lost his elite mobility, Portugal's brilliant creators, like Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva, couldn't play their natural game. They couldn't play fast, fluid transition football. Instead, the entire squad was forced to slow down, recycle possession, and look for low-percentage crosses into an isolated box. Portugal essentially played a do-or-die knockout match with 10 men off the ball. Ronaldo fans will point out that he scored a crucial penalty in the round of 32 against Croatia to break his knockout stage drought. But the broader numbers from the 2026 tournament tell a much darker story. According to data tracking, Ronaldo took 17 shots during this World Cup and created exactly 0 chances for his teammates. 0. That is the highest number of shots taken by any single player without creating a single chance in a World Cup over the last 60 years. It gets worse. The player who used to terrify defenders with electric stepovers and blistering pace has officially experienced a complete physical decline on the world stage. Ronaldo attempted 0 dribbles in his last 9 international matches, failing to complete a single take-on in his last 15 appearances. When your primary striker offers no defensive pressing, no link-up play, no dribbling threat, and 0 chances created, your team becomes incredibly easy to defend against. Spain simply squeezed Portugal's passing lanes, knowing Ronaldo wouldn't punish them in behind. This brings us to the biggest question of the tournament. Why did manager Roberto Martinez refuse to adapt? Portugal has one of the absolute deepest and most terrifyingly talented attacking pools in world football. They have world-class dynamic forwards like Gonçalo Ramos, Rafael Leão, and Diogo Jota, who can press, run the channels, and create chaos out of nothing. Yet, just like in Euro 2024, Martinez allowed the gravity of Ronaldo's massive brand to dictate the entire starting 11. Pundits across Europe are calling it tactical cowardice. By refusing to bench Ronaldo, or even use him as a lethal 70th-minute impact substitute, Martinez trapped his own team in a rigid tactical system that completely suffocated Portugal's younger generation. The squad looked entirely paralyzed by a heavy obligation to feed Ronaldo his 1,000th career goal, rather than prioritizing the fastest way to win a football match. While Ronaldo exits his final World Cup as an absolute legend with 11 total goals across a record-shattering 6 editions, the history books will always carry a surprising, painful blemish. Across 10 career World Cup knockout matches spanning 2 decades, Cristiano Ronaldo managed just 1 single goal, a penalty against Croatia last week, and recorded 0 assists. When you compare that directly to his eternal rival Lionel Messi's 20 World Cup goals or Kylian Mbappe's 19, the stark contrast in knockout efficiency is impossible to ignore. In the biggest, tightest games on the grandest stage of all, the system built entirely around CR7 simply dried up. Ronaldo himself stated after the match that he leaves with a clear conscience and gave his absolute all, and no one can deny his legendary status. But did his massive ego and heavy workload ultimately cost Portugal a realistic shot at winning the trophy? Now, it is your turn to weigh in. Was Cristiano Ronaldo the main reason Portugal crashed out against Spain? Or did the midfield and manager fail him? Should he have been benched for a more dynamic option? Drop your honest takes in the comments section down below. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe for extensive, unfiltered coverage of the 2026 World Cup knockouts, and we will see you in the next breakdown.